I've managed to fit it back in place. My next job is to do this clamp up, but I've lost the clamp bolt, of course. It's going to be somewhere on top of something. Then I can type up this rear joint. Then I can bring the engine forward again and tighten the shroud covers. Yeah, what a job. Hey, there we are. That looks like the nut we're looking for. So I'm just working through what needs to go on before I put this back into the car. So I'm thinking, I've made a slight cock up. The top cover has 2 bolts there, which I'll be able to do it once it's in with the clearance I've got. But I've rolled it slightly when I welded it, which means this hole here isn't quite lining up. I could just leave that bolt out, which probably wouldn't be a problem, or I can try punching a new hole through. It's down about 1 centimetre, I think. I do have clearance to move around now in there, at least. This one here is a single-use clamp, I think. I'm going to try and get another use out of it. We shall see. So I've adjusted it a little bit. Put a new hole in here. Still got a little bit of intersection here, so I'll just chew that out a bit more. Everything else should be fine. Okay, so there's a bolt there. A bolt here, which is also joined onto the lifting eye. The next bolt, and this bolt here are all the mounting points for this end of the DPF. With the vehicle engine forward, clearance is actually reasonably acceptable in here, and we're not having to grovel around so much. Putting the DPF in was pretty straightforward. We left the bottom shield on as we put it in. Alley block, so we don't want to tighten up too much. That's all this side. Down on the back there, we've got 2 bolts which hold Okay, down under here, 1, 2. That holds the clamp bolt up against the turbo. So we're now in a fairly good spot there, I think. I've got the part number of this collar. It's likely to split on us. Okay, so I've got 2 there, 1, 2, 1 up top, 1 there, and 1 up here. Okay, so that has to be out of the way. Otherwise the cover won't fit back on. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attachment points, plus that one there around the turbo outlet. Now the DPF is back on. Time to fit some sensors. So this is 14, and that is 14. The 2 sensors. This one's coming up and over. Now we have our so 7/8 fits this one. And then our cover shield on there with a 10. Okay, so that holds that top bracket on. This connector here slides forward. It's just clipped in where, oh yeah, there's a little clip here. So you push that clip in and this whole connector will slide forward, back in. There's a so that's one of our air sensors there, clipped in there. That's our other air sensor there. Happy place. Now, this one here, goes under there. And back onto that. That's clipped in, that's clipped in. That's all locked in, that's all fab. Sensor, cover, finished. All right. So, that should now be the DPF back on. So, I've just refitted that. Still got to get the clutch slave back over that little latchy piece down there. wait until I've got the engine. Putting the engine mounting brackets back on. So finish off. All right, back on the mounts. See if I can get that clutch slave over there. Lovely. So, clutch slaves on there, lifting up. All right, so clutch slaves back on there, gears back on there. This is all still to be reallocated. A couple of bits there. There's a reverse switch down underneath. Light switch. We've got a gear indicator down here, which I'll probably wait until I've got some more of this in its final resting place. All right, I think now it's time to go up and do some work underneath. Probably put the slave in, reroute the aircon pipe, prepare to put all that. cleared the sinuses.
It certainly does. So I need to stick a muffler in there and then I'll...
Alright, so starting to get even further progress. I've got a connector there, some intakey stuff here. Into my world. This was actually a squeezed together fitting, but unfortunately I tried to pull it instead of pushing it, so I'm just going to put a bit of black tape around it to keep that in place, but push that and then separate it. Close that exhaust time, I think. Exhaust and prop shaft and bottom bits. Got a nut. Okay, so the nut goes in, cap goes on, nut still turns. Now we just need to line it up. There's our spline. Looks good. Okay, so exhaust pipe's joined on there, bottom mounting is joined on. Now it comes time, cunt, to join the half shaft back on. Okay. Tighten it up. Exhaust back on, solid. There's no rattles, no noises. Okay. The prop shaft is tight. Underneath subframe's done. Yep. Suspension sensors back on. Connector for the aircon hose is back on here. Okay. So these two bolt on to the radiator frame.
Front stuff now.
So the front frame's the next job.
Yep.
I think that's a good spot to stop. Starts to look like an engine bay again. All the intakes in, locked in.
Even had juice in it. They seem to be going well, major motors. No one else is selling much, but they seem to be selling trucks.
This finished up nice, Nick.
Yeah.
So what have we stopped you doing today?
Making the unit